Tonight, homeless shelters charging rent. Why one big city mayor says the cost is a necessity. He's on a mission.
It's a 5-day trek, about 20 miles a day average.
See just how far this local man walked to help those in need. Fox 12's Most Wanted is armed and dangerous.
It really creeps me out.
What he's been convicted of in the past that police want to make sure does not happen to your child. But first, breaking news from Washington State, where one man has died from the flu outbreak. That's first on Fox. And good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Chad Carter.
And I'm Sophie Song.
Live from Fox 12 Oregon, this is breaking news.
Breaking news tonight as health officials in Washington confirm that a Snohomish County man died from complications of the H1N1 flu.
Yeah, he apparently died last week, but health officials did not report the man's death until today. They also say that man, who was in his 30s, had some sort of heart condition. So far, there are 101 confirmed cases of this flu strain in Washington and at least 69 in Oregon. This latest death is the third for the U.S. in the H1N1 outbreak. The two others happened in Texas. Now, officials confirm about 900 people in the U.S. are currently sick with the virus. Stay with Fox 12 as we continue to follow this breaking story. Of course, we'll bring you any new information as soon as it becomes available. And for the latest update anytime, just head to KPTV.com.
Tonight, Fox 12's Most Wanted is a convicted sex offender who authorities say you should consider to be armed and dangerous. Governor Lewis was sentenced to prison for a sexual assault on a 15-year-old girl. He served his time, but deputies say he hasn't checked in with his parole officer. KPTV's Mark Ross has been following the story and joins us live from Southeast Portland with the latest. Mark.
Yeah, Sophie, Lewis was sentenced to 6.5 years in prison, and he was paroled, but he hasn't checked in with his parole officer. Now deputies say they don't know where he is, but his brother says the only person that can help Lewis is himself.
Looking for Governor Lewis? There's no Governor Lewis here.
This man says he's Lewis's brother. Tonight, he told us he hadn't seen the 47-year-old. Deputies in Multnomah County hope that you have. They say he sexually assaulted a 15-year-old girl in 2001 and threatened to kill her if she didn't cooperate. One neighbor didn't want to be on camera, but says she's upset to hear that Lewis is on the loose.
It really creeps me out, yeah.
And since his release from prison 2 years ago, Lewis has been convicted on new charges for meth possession and for failing to register as a sex offender.
With those listed charges, it could be pretty dangerous.
Okay, are you a relative? Yes, I am. I'm his brother.
His brother says he's not surprised that Lewis is in trouble.
Are you aware that he's not checked in with his parole officer? Yes, I've been by him. Is that right? And are you worried about that? He does it all the time.
Deputies say his criminal record goes back 25 years, with convictions for drug possession, half a dozen car thefts, burglary, forgery, gun charges, and more. And tonight, he's on the loose. Neighbors say they want to see him caught.
High priority on my list.
His brother says he doesn't know where Lewis is, but that there's nothing he can do.
Would you mind if we talk to you about that? I'm sure you'd like to help him. Well, he has to help himself.
And back here live, deputies say that Lewis could be armed and is considered dangerous. They say if you see him, don't approach. Instead, call deputies. Live in Southeast Portland, Mark Ross, the 10 o'clock news.
Another one of Fox 12's Most Wanted is on the run, accused of robbing a cell phone store. Portland police say a man walked into the Cricket store on Southeast 82nd and Powell this afternoon with a gun. Witnesses say he had a bandana over his face and that a red SUV with 3 men was seen leaving the store afterwards.
Well, Portland police responded to a report about gunfire and are now searching for the suspect who pulled the trigger. The whole incident happened about 4 o'clock this afternoon on Northeast 131st Place. Officers say no one was hit there, but someone gave them a description of a potential shooter and his car. Well, not long after officers began investigating that shooting, they spotted a person driving who matched the suspect's description and tried to stop him. Police say that man took off on I-205, sideswiping 2 cars and injuring the people inside. The accused driver, identified as Tyrone Bowden, ended up crashing. Police say he then tried to run, but officers caught up with him. They determined Bowden was not involved in the shooting, but he's now facing several charges, including possession of cocaine and attempting to elude.
A Skamania County man is behind bars tonight, accused of murder. Investigators say Darcy Banasic shot and killed his wife sometime early yesterday morning in their Stevenson home. KPTV's Brent Weisberg spent part of the day talking with neighbors about this case. He joins us live with more. Brent.
This is the first murder for the small town of Stevenson in over a year, and tonight people in Stevenson say they are shocked that the accused murderer grew up in their town.
You don't think of anything like that ever happening in Stevenson.
Tonight, the home of Darcy Banasic sits quiet.
It's just really sad.
Just 24 hours ago, homicide detectives combed through this house looking for evidence.
When I came back, in front of the house was 7 police cars.
Investigators say around 6:30 yesterday morning, this man, Darcy Banasic, called a family member telling him he had just killed his wife. Detectives came out to the home. They found Darcy standing in the driveway. And inside the home, they say, his wife's body. She had been shot to death. They found her in a bedroom.
They were both just super nice people. Like, got along fine, you know, just really nice.
It's a crime hard to fathom in this small town.
There must have been something going on in the house that, you know, no one really knew about because everyone's just shocked.
Neighbors say the two kept to themselves.
They were quiet people. Like, I never saw them anywhere except in their yard or anything, so it's very shocking to me.
Darcy grew up in Stevenson. His family is well known.
That home has been in the community, has been family owned for many years.
He went to Stevenson High School, but tonight he sits in the Skamania County Jail, accused of murder.
I was very shocked when they told me, just because, I mean, it's Stevenson. Like, things happen, but not so close to home.
The Skamania County Sheriff says Darcy is expected to appear in court as soon as Monday. Reporting live, Brent Weisberg, the 10 o'clock news.
An elderly Salem man is recovering tonight after Marion County deputies say he accidentally shot himself with a gun. The 86-year-old son just gave him the weapon following a break-in this week. Deputies say the man was worried the suspects would return because they took the keys to the house in a car. According to the sheriff's office, the man dropped the gun yesterday, causing it to fire. Paramedics took him to a Salem hospital with a wound to his calf.
Well, a two-car crash near Newport killed 2 people and injured 2 others. Oregon State Police say the cars crashed just before 5:30 last night on Highway 20, just east of Newport. Officers say a Cadillac started to pass a car when it crashed into an oncoming car. This is a photo sent to us by Oregon State Police. Now, that Cadillac rolled onto its top. Both people inside died. Those in the other car both suffered injuries but are expected to be okay. A crash on another part of Highway 20 caused a semi to roll over near Brothers. Oregon State Police say the truck driver drifted into the gravel on the shoulder, causing him to lose control and overturn into an embankment. These pictures taken by OSP. The truck and trailer both landed, as you can see, on their sides. The driver suffered only minor injuries.
Now, Portland's first weather at 10.
Hope you had a great Saturday. We had a lot of sunshine today, and temperatures warmed up nicely to above average for early May. 70 degrees our high temperature, just as forecasted at the Portland airport. 69 the high for Troutdale and 69 for Hillsborough. Pretty impressive temperatures when you consider just how chilly it was this morning. We started the day at just 34 degrees in McMinnville. Now, overnight tonight, temperatures aren't going to get quite this chilly. We'll be a couple degrees above this. You can see right now we're still at 58 degrees at the Portland airport, 58 in Troutdale, and 59 in Vancouver. We do have some more nice weather on the way. I'll have all the details on what you can expect for Mother's Day and for the work week coming up in your 7-day forecast.
It will be a very special Mother's Day for a Milwaukee mother and her 2 children after a frightening experience. Last month, a gunman held Kelly Finley and her sons hostage, demanding drugs. KPTV's Marilyn Deutsch has more on the story from the Fox 12 newsroom.
Tonight, Kelly Finley tells us what happened and what she did to help keep herself and her children alive.
Single mom Kelly Finley lived here in this Milwaukee neighborhood. Her parents live across the street, her aunt down the road. A good place to raise her kids, she thought. Until that is Tuesday, April 21st, when the neighbor next door barged into her house. She was getting ready to take her kids fishing. Bradley Michael Snell had a handgun.
I barely got my swimsuit top on. I turned and he was there and the kids were there. And he said, "I'm taking you and your kids hostage."
Finley argued.
And that's when he put the gun to my head and said, "I'm serious."
Finley says Bradley Snell forced her to call various doctor's offices and pharmacies. He wanted drugs. She made those calls, explaining that she'd be killed if she didn't get Snell the drugs he wanted. A nurse and a pharmacist alerted the Clackamas County Sheriff's Office, which sent out its SWAT team. But all Finley knew is what was going on inside her house, and Snell was becoming more agitated. But Finley convinced the gunman to let her put her children in the bathroom. She told them to lie down in the tub and keep quiet. At one point, Snell went outside. That's when the SWAT team shot him. He later died at a local hospital. But back inside the house, Finley's children, still in the bathtub, heard the gunfire and thought their mom had been shot.
That was, I think, the most traumatic thing it's been for them was just that little bit of unknowing.
Finley and her children don't live in the house anymore. Her children too upset about those frightening 2 hours in April. But this Mother's Day, they will spend a special day out in the sunshine with their mom.
Yeah, we're going fishing.
After almost 3 weeks, the family will finally get to go on that delayed fishing trip. In the Fox 12 newsroom, Marilyn Deutsch, the 10 o'clock news.
The 10 o'clock news is just getting started.
Students go beyond bullying in a school locker room. Find out what happened inside the boys' room that led to 4 arrests.
A con man almost got away with dozens of free cell phones. How his failure to proofread led him right into the arms of the law.
Do you know what your teen does online? See how one mother uncovered her son's online drug operation, all by logging onto his MySpace page.
It may be Mother's Day weekend, but some local fathers took center stage.
Stay away from Juliet, and I was crying on the staircase.
Why these men put pride aside and donned blonde wigs.
It's going to be a nice Mother's Day. I'll let you know just how warm it's going to get coming up in your forecast.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local. Good Day, Oregon. All the news, weather, and traffic alerts you need this weekend. Tomorrow morning starting at 6 on Fox 12 Oregon. First, live, local.
Introducing Dairy Queen Sweet Deals. Any 2 items for $3, any 3 items for $4, or any 4 items for $5. Great food, great deals. I can get a chicken wrap and a sundae together. It's the meal I want at the price I want. The choice is mine. I'm master of my own domain. All powerful. Whoa, was that lightning? DQ Sweet Deals. What's your deal?
One size fits all doesn't fit these economic times, which is why a diverse range of companies choose Quest. From retailers to hospitals, pro sports teams to boat dealerships, universities to space agencies. Because Quest has the agility to help with its tailored voice and data solutions backed by a national fiber optic network. See what Quest can do for you, no matter the size of your business. Get Quest. Get nimble.
Could some credit card late fees be a thing of the past? The new announcement by President Obama that could have you paying down your balance faster. That's coming up on the 10 o'clock news. First, live local.
This season, when you need power equipment that's durable, powerful, and dependable, then you need a Stihl. Like the dependable Stihl MS-170 chainsaw, only $179.95 at your local Stihl dealer. Or the top-selling powerful Stihl MS-290 Farm Boss, just $389.95. And for a limited time, save even more with Stihl. Get half off a carrying case when you purchase select chainsaws. Remember, hard-working Stihl chainsaws are only available at your servicing Stihl dealer. Find one near you at StihlDealers.com.
If you heat your home with natural gas, you know it's warm and comforting. You know how consistently it heats your water. You know the control you have when you're cooking. And how you can always count on natural gas. Oregon homes using high-efficiency natural gas appliances instead of electric emit an average of 20% less greenhouse gases, making your use of natural gas healthier for our planet.
Lisa's cursed!
And all that will wake her is the kiss of a handsome...
I'm awake already!
All new Simpsons. Sunday at 8 on Fox 12 Oregon.
Family Guy honors 3 of the greatest classics ever.
Tastes lipstick. Am I wearing lipstick?
Not anymore.
Sunday at 9 on Fox 12 Oregon.
Well, TriMet is getting ready for the new Max Green Line, and today TriMet and local emergency responders took part in a safety drill on the Portland Mall at Southwest Pine and 6th Avenue. Now, the new Green Line will change lots of things about the mall, like bus operations, signal systems, and where cars can be driven. The drill simulated an accident between a car and a bus and also tested crews' readiness and response times.
New details tonight in the case of a man accused of shooting a horse and leaving it to die. A Deschutes County jury found Russell Dan Williford of Portland guilty of animal abuse and criminal mischief. Investigators say in October, Williford shot the horse twice. It was later found wandering near Sisters. These are photos of the horse taken by Deschutes County Sheriff's deputies. The horse recovered. Williford's sentencing is set for June. To news from around the Northwest, 2 Washington men are accused of swiping bicycles and then selling them on the internet. The investigation began when a woman told Bellingham police that she thought she saw her stolen bike for sale on Craigslist. An officer went to the site and spotted the bike being offered for $1,500. Police then arrested the 2 young men on Thursday.
Well, here's an interesting one for you tonight. Do you love bacon and vodka? Well, 3 Seattle entrepreneurs are creating a drink that's tailor-made just for you. Bacon vodka recently hit store shelves and bars around the Emerald City. For some, the combination of bacon and vodka might not sound too appealing, but those who've tried it say it's pretty good.
It's amazing. I mean, you put them together, and I don't know, my first try of it, I really enjoyed it. It actually works really well.
It's fantastic. I'm a vegetarian, and I actually don't eat bacon, but this is fantastic.
Well, the makers of Bacon Vodka say the base alcohol is made from Idaho potatoes. The company is hoping to soon distribute the drink into other parts of the country. Well, turning to the economic crisis tonight, the government has shut down a Washington-based bank. The FDIC immediately sold a West Sound Bank to another area bank. And for KPTV tonight, Joel Moreno tells us what it means for customers.
Closure notices greet customers at West Sound Bank. Inside, the FDIC is busy interviewing employees, running the books, and making sure financial statements are accurate.
What we're trying to do is get to a good balance so that we can know what totals are for cash, for all the assets that the bank had on its books.
Air 4 took these pictures above the flagship in Bremerton, one of 9 branches now closed. Banking officials say West Sound's aggressive lending practices just finally caught up with it.
This bank did have tremendous asset issues, primarily related to lending that they undertook in construction and land development.
The FDIC says the bank did a poor job of verifying the financial resources of its borrowers. When the national economy tanked, West Sound's house of cards collapsed.
Because of the economy, people just were not able to pay the loans.
Kitsap Bank plans to take over West Sound's 9 branches come Monday, but won't be responsible for the bad loans.
We're not taking the loans, and we haven't purchased the bank. We are assuming the deposits.
What Kitsap Bank won't talk about is whether they plan to close branches and lay off employees because of the overlap between the 2 institutions. For now, they say debit cards will continue to work, and people with checking and savings accounts can feel safe about their money.
The customers can rest assured that they don't have any of their funds at risk.
And that was Joel Moreno reporting. Now, West Sound reportedly lost $33 million in 2008. The only other Washington-based bank to fail has been the Bank of Clark County.
The president says that American consumers shouldn't have to use a magnifying glass in a reference book in order to read credit card applications. Barack Obama used his weekly radio and internet address to focus on the credit card industry. He called on Congress to pass legislation intended to stop companies from imposing certain late fees. The House has passed a bill which outlaws retroactive rate increases and prevents companies from marketing cards to minors. A slightly different version awaits action by the full Senate.
Americans know that they have a responsibility to live within their means and pay what they owe. But they also have a right not to get ripped off by the sudden rate hikes, unfair penalties, and hidden fees that have become all too common in our credit card industry.
The president wants the final version on his desk by Memorial Day.
Well, the 10 o'clock news goes local now, where postal carriers are helping families in need. Today, they picked up more than 680,000 pounds of food. We just now got that number in. The annual food drive is sponsored by the National Association of Letter Carriers, and last year, the group collected more than 1.5 million pounds of food throughout Oregon and Southwest Washington. The donations all go to the Oregon Food Bank Network.
It excites me because I know that it goes to so many people, and we hear all the time that the food bank is giving out more food than is coming in because so many people need it right now.
And so far, they're up from about 2% from last year. If you missed your letter carrier today, don't worry. You can still help the food drive by dropping off your donations to your local post office through Wednesday.
Well, tonight there must be a local wig shop that sold out of the long, blonde, curly variety because dozens of men showed up at a Hillsborough mall with the same do. Along with the fake hair, these brave souls squeezed into high heels and dresses and then sang their hearts out in front of complete strangers. But all of them agreed that the ordeal was worth it because it made their daughters happy. The performances were part of a contest to win tickets to the sold-out Taylor Swift concert. And these weren't just any seats. The dads were vying for the front row along with backstage passes.
I love my daughter without boundaries, so coming to this was just showing that. Because these shoes, killer.
The winning father also got treated to a prize package.
Hopefully a foot massage.
Yes.
All right, still ahead. It's not a sight you see every day.
Yeah, we'll tell you why a man walked all the way from Gresham to Lincoln City with a cross on his back.
Plus, this is a website bargain hunters just can't afford to pass up. We're going to tell you where you can score everything from jewelry to leather jackets at rock bottom prices.
The radar picture is empty right now, but we are going to have some rain to talk about in the forecast. I'll have all the details on when the wet weather arrives coming up in your forecast.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
Want Mother's Day gifts that won't break the bank? Ross has thousands of gifts your mom will love at prices you'll love. Mother's Day at Ross. The savings are unbeatable.
Happy Mother's Day.
So, you don't think we overdid it, right?
No, now that we're this blunt, people are gonna love us. Check this out. Howdy, ma'am. How'd you like some fresh Foster Farms plumpy chicken?
You're not a Foster Farms chicken. You're all plumped up with salt water. So you weigh more and I pay more.
Who wouldn't want to pay more for this?
Uh-oh. Can I talk to you?
Yeah, what do you need, buddy? Wow, you sprung a leak!
He's a plumper! He's a plumper!
Ah! Cork it!
Say no to plumping. Foster Farms. Always natural, always fresh.
Southwest Washington Medical Center is one of 3 trauma centers serving Southwest Washington and Portland.
Southwest has been taking care of trauma and other critically ill patients for the last 20 years.
While the most common traumas are head injuries, all trauma cases need immediate treatment.
Our mission is to bring the greatest medical care as quickly as possible and to continue that care throughout the entire hospitalization and after discharge.
Southwest Washington Medical Center, pioneering medicine.
You could go to a department store and get this outfit for $102. Or you could go to Ross and get the same outfit, plus the shoes, the handbag, the earrings, and the watch, and still have money left over for a taxi. Ross, the savings are unbeatable.
Still tonight, see what makes the Fox 12 final cut. A case of bullying that went way too far. What police say 4 teens did to an underclassman.
How easy is it for teens to buy drugs online? One parent found out the hard way.
And the recession hits home for the homeless as one city charges them for shelter. It's all ahead in the Fox 12 final cut.
So, do I watch what I eat? It's important for me to watch what I eat. You're very svelte. I don't make up the rules. I'm just telling you. You are what you eat. Exactly. You can, yes. I try to take care of myself. Yeah, and of course. It makes a big difference. Of course. Yeah, I want to be my best. Who wants to underachieve? So I fill up with Chevron with Techron. Techron, baby. And no other gasoline has more cleaning power. Yeah, that's right. He watches what he eats in the mirror.
No gasoline has more cleaning power than Chevron with Techron.
You're a smart guy. I know that.
JR Furniture Delta Park lost our lease and is forced to sell out all inventory immediately. Wall-to-wall savings of up to 50, 60, even 70% on all 4 models, with sale prices good at all JR Furniture locations. Plus, 0% financing is available on thousands of items that must go. The Delta Park lost our lease sellout ends soon, so bring your truck, bring your ropes to any JR Furniture location and tie down the biggest savings ever.
JR Furniture, discover the difference.
In your Consumer Watch, sellers are finding a new way to make their homes look appealing by having someone live there while it's on the market. It's called staging, and some companies can now connect homeowners with home managers. Those managers live in the homes for a small price, but they have to supply the furniture and be ready to move at a moment's notice. The cost is usually 3/4% of the listing price.
Well, when kids are watching TV, they're also probably being stuffed with advertisements for junk food. That's according to a new study of commercials in 11 countries. Researchers found ads featuring fast food, confectionery, and high-fat dairy foods increased during times when kids are most likely to be parked right in front of the TV. The U.S. and Germany had the most junk food commercials. Researchers say children see around 2,000 to 4,000 advertisements for unhealthy foods on TV every year. Well, bargain hunters and garage sale gurus, brace yourself. There's a relatively unknown website where everything from jewelry to leather jackets is available to buy, and the bidding starts cheap. It's called propertyroom.com. The site is known as basically the eBay for law enforcement. Agencies normally sell unclaimed items taken in criminal investigations and parking lot auctions, but a retired detective came up with the idea to put the sale online a few years ago.
After lots of sunshine today, we do have some rain showing up in the 7-day forecast. I'll let you know when it arrives coming up.
Major fires continue to burn in Southern California, forcing hundreds of people to evacuate their homes. We'll have the latest on the battle to control the blaze.
Investigators may have found a University of Georgia professor accused of killing his wife and 2 other people. How his Jeep provided a major clue.
When you're away from the TV, you can get your local news online.
That's right. Every newscast every day available to you, streaming live on our website. It's all at KPTV.com.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
Looking for a great local job? Here are a few Northwest jobs from Fox 12 Oregon, powered by JobDango.com. In Beaverton, Stream is hiring technical support reps. In Portland, Identity Theft Awareness Group is hiring account executives. And in Salem, Oregon Lottery is hiring a marketing research manager. For details on these local jobs and thousands more, or to advertise your jobs, go to KPTV.com and click on Northwest Jobs at the left side of our homepage.
It's Gage Auto Sales 10th Anniversary Sale. Over 300 top-quality cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from, with millions of dollars in financing available. Find the right vehicle at the right price right now. The 10th Anniversary Sale going on now at Gage Auto Sales on McLaughlin in Milwaukee.
Mom? Mom!
Mom.
Mom rocks. This Mother's Day, celebrate her with these diamond solitaire earrings. Or this pendant or earrings, your choice, just $2.99 each. At Zales, America's diamond store since 1924.
Now's a great time to buy at Cooney BMW. Let us surprise you with our great prices, free maintenance, and outstanding service. Named one of the best dealers in the country, Cooney BMW Performance has an address, 217 in Canyon Road, Beaverton.
It was a perfect day along the waterfront as Portland goes to the dogs. We'll take you downtown for the annual Doggy Dash. That's coming up on the 10 o'clock news.
There are sales, and then there's Sleep Country's Super Sale. Save up to $500 on a great selection of firm, plush, and pillow top sets from Simmons Beauty Rest and Sealy Posturepedic. Save up to $300 on fashion beds, futons, and convertible sofas. Get 24 months free financing plus a free bed frame with Tempur-Pedic or the Sleep Number bed. There are sales, and then there's Sleep Country's Super Sale.
The Ardea, now leasing.
And now,
hot off the grill with Izzy's Chef Marco.
Hey, glad to see you. Step right up and try this gorgeous sirloin. I've seen prime rib never look this good, even in its prime. Applewood smoked, specially seasoned, and finished to your taste over an open flame. Just doesn't get any better. Wait, I'm lying. It does. If you have it with my delicious lemon dill salmon served cedar plague style, or you guessed it, flame finished on the grill. Sirloin and salmon, great together at Izzy's, where we're now serving more than ever before. I kid you not.
Well, fire season 2009 has fire crews busy, and it's forced hundreds of people from their homes in California.
But there is good news tonight. Thousands were told they can head back to their homes, some of which will be there while others burned to the ground by vicious wildfire. Casey Stiegel is working the fire scene in Santa Barbara for KPTV.
You're good to go. Thank you, sir. All right. Have a happy day.
Air support from above, a DC-10 dropping fire retardant on thousands of acres of charred brush over Santa Barbara, California. At least 80 homes have burned to the ground in a 13-square-mile area. Moist air giving firefighters an opportunity to knock back the flames. Many of the 30,000 residents asked to leave their homes now getting the green light to return.
This is obviously being done in stages. We have a significant number of people who have been evacuated, and we don't want everybody rushing to get there at the same time and have huge traffic jams.
Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger visiting a shelter for evacuees, praising the thousands of firefighters working in the trenches to save homes.
You know, I feel really bad for the kind of damage that is caused. There's so many people, and that's why I wanted to come out here. But the fire officials, I want to thank the firefighters for the great work that they're doing.
While the governor offers comfort to residents, another star lending his support, actor Rob Lowe on hand to help friends burned out of their home.
I don't know how you ever really recover from it, but you also see people pull together. You see this amazing response here from the Red Cross and the volunteers, and on that side of it, it sort of makes you feel good.
It is a bittersweet time. Thousands will return to their homes untouched, while dozens of others will return to this, their homes burned to the ground. Firefighters still working to douse hot spots to prevent any further flare-ups. In Santa Barbara, California, Casey Stiegel, Fox News.
California isn't the only place dealing with fires tonight. In Florida, a quick-moving brush fire damaged 2 homes near Tampa. Smoke from the fires could be seen for miles. Authorities evacuated several neighborhoods as fire crews worked to control the flames. At last check, the fire was about 25% contained. The cause of the fire is under investigation.
Well, Portland, as we all know, is a town that loves its dogs. But if you think you might saw a few more than usual today, trust me, you weren't imagining things, especially downtown. Thousands of dog lovers and, of course, their pets hit Tom McCall Waterfront Park today for the 22nd annual Doggy Dash. They walked, they ran, some even rode in carts, but it was all to benefit the Oregon Humane Society. Lots of dogs sported some colorful fashions as well, even despite the warm weather.
Yeah, we tried to put a scarf on her this morning and you couldn't see it. She's got too much hair, so we might go down to the fountain and go swimming. She likes the water.
It's a good way for them to socialize and meet other dogs, meet interesting people.
Well, of course, getting there was part of the fun. To help out, TriMet welcomed Dash participants and their dogs onto the bus and MAX trains.
And the weather couldn't have been better for it. Fox 12 meteorologist Stephanie Krelvich is here to tell us if the sunshine will last for Mother's Day tomorrow.
We're crossing our fingers.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Okay.
We'll have a little bit in the first part of the day, and then the clouds kind of move in, thicken up, and we have some rain showing up just in time for the work week. But Mother's Day is not looking bad.
Okay.
So mostly dry unless you're out along the coast, and even then it's going to be a mostly dry Sunday. Let's take a look at some weather video. This shot by Brent Weisberg. He was out in the gorge covering a news story. He stopped to pick up some video near Cascade Locks. It was a beautiful day in the gorge, a little bit of a breeze. Lots of folks hitting the water today in the gorge area and also here in the Portland metro area. If you were downtown today, you saw lots of folks on the Willamette. And as you can see, just a beautiful day out on the Columbia. Let's show you our high temperatures today. We made it to 70 degrees in Portland. This is 5 degrees above the average for today. And tomorrow is going to be even warmer. Even though we'll get cloudier conditions for the afternoon, we're going to see temperatures a few degrees warmer than today. We made it to 69 in Salem, 66 in Eugene. East of the Cascades, also a nice day, 74 in the Dalles, 68 in Pendleton, and 68 in LeGrand. Temperatures currently still on the mild side. Overnight lows tonight are going to drop into the 40s, but we're still at 58 at the Portland airport, 61 in the Dalles, and 53 in Pendleton. Mainly clear skies. We're going to start to see some clouds creeping in along the coast. Otherwise, though, we're pretty much cloud-free across the board. It's going to get very chilly in eastern Oregon. Temperatures dropping to just below freezing. The satellite picture shows that next round of moisture still sitting offshore. This is going to creep in for tomorrow and thicken up the clouds during the day. It looks like the rain will hold off until the late night hours tomorrow in the Portland metro area. We'll stay dry throughout the day and through a good part of the evening. Then as we get into about this time tomorrow night, we'll be looking at that rain starting to move into the Willamette Valley. It'll arrive a little bit earlier out along the Oregon coast. As you can see, tomorrow at around noon, the clouds start to move in. They'll increase throughout the course of the day, and then about 24 hours from now, we'll start to see the threat of rain moving on in, and we'll continue to see rain off and on throughout the day. On Monday, it'll also be breezy, so kind of a spring-like wet day on Monday, and the showers continue on Tuesday. We have several chances for rain showing up during the work week, but we'll get a nice little break Tuesday evening into a good part of the day on Wednesday. The forecast now east of the Cascades, it's going to start off sunny, great weather to get outside, enjoy the sunshine, maybe go fishing, do something outdoors, something maybe with Mom. It is Mother's Day tomorrow. I should mention that in case you have forgotten. Don't want to forget your mom tomorrow. It is Mother's Day. Partly cloudy skies up on the slopes. Mount Hood tomorrow seeing a freezing level way up at 9,000 feet. So the path conditions looking good if you need to cross the Cascades. As you head up west of the Cascades, temperatures a little bit warmer than today, but it's going to be kind of a grayer day. The clouds will increase as we move throughout the afternoon. Out along the coast, the clouds will be arriving sooner, and we'll see that threat of rain during the evening hours. Doesn't look like we're going to get the rain in the Portland area until later tomorrow night. So a dry-looking Mother's Day with temperatures above average for this time of year. We'll be in the low to mid 70s, at least a couple degrees above where we were today. We'll have a little bit of a breeze, but it's going to be much breezier as we head into the first part of the work week. Increasing clouds on the east side of town. Still a warm day for early May. And we start things off not quite as chilly as we did this morning. I expect a low tonight around 47 degrees. We'll be at 60 by noontime, and you can see that threat of rain moving in at around this time tomorrow. Here is your first live local 7-day forecast. Happy Mother's Day for tomorrow. We get nice weather. Breezy, wet conditions arrive for the beginning of the work week. Tuesday, the showers continue. Nice little break on Wednesday, but a small chance of showers Thursday through Saturday. You can get weather anytime on our website at kptv.com. Stephanie Ortman will have the latest on your forecast tomorrow on Good Day Oregon.
In tonight's Final Cut, unlikely culprits. A middle school student comes forward saying he was sexually and brutally assaulted in the locker room. Cops say the unlikely culprits are 4 other teens. A 15-year police veteran is another unlikely culprit accused of dealing drugs. Details on his connection with a marijuana distribution ring. Who would have thought Miss California would get so much notoriety? Why she is the unlikely culprit of a contract violation, the risque pictures that could have her losing her crown. Stay tuned, the Final Cut is next.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
Hair, sexy look. Dosha Salon Spa.
You wouldn't use a beehive as a football. You wouldn't dive into a pool without water. You wouldn't light a match if you smelled gas. So why would you do your banking anywhere besides a credit union? Credit unions are federally insured and locally owned, so their only interest is you. And opening your account has never been easier. To learn more, visit our website at u-belong.org. Credit Unions of Oregon. So smart, it's obvious.
The Northwest leader in new home liquidation, newhomesale.org, is back with our biggest sale ever. Over 100 new homes by 3 award-winning builders must be sold by June 30th. These quality homes have full warranties and many include neighborhood parks, open spaces, pools, clubhouses, and other luxury amenities. These homes are located in great neighborhoods across the Portland, Vancouver, and Salem areas. To view the entire inventory of homes, go to www.newhomesale.org.
Have a craving for calzones? Then get down to Old Chicago, official home of the calzone. Feeling creative? Build your own from our lineup of 40 fresh toppings. Or now for a limited time, try one of our new calzone creations like the Chicken Club, packed with oven-roasted chicken, smoked bacon, spinach, and more. And don't miss the Sicilian Trio, loaded with fresh Italian flavor. For delicious calzones you won't find anywhere else. Old Chicago. Eat, drink, be yourself.
The 5 o'clock news, Sunday night on Fox 12 Oregon. First live local.
Do you want your kids learning about terrorism in school? The assignment one teacher gave to students that has parents riled up. This and more next in the Fox 12 Final Cut.
When my skin is clear, I have a ton of confidence at school and, of course, with girls. But I don't have time to worry about my skin, so I use Acne Free. Check this bad boy out. Acne Free's time-release formula fights acne and keeps clearing 24/7. The others don't even come close. Acne Free is half the price of Proactive. Get confident. Get Acne Free.
Available at Walgreens from University Medical.
United's Community Credit Union matters to me because
I'm going to retire.
I'm going to be a homeowner.
Because we're expecting to need more room.
Every dollar a member saves means more money for another member to borrow. It's how Unitas works for everyone.
Like me.
And me.
and me because I'm saving to go to college.
You can join at unitasccu.com or visit one of our branches. Discover why membership matters. Unitas Community Credit Union.
Change how you live. Visit the grand opening of the Villebois Village Center in Wilsonville the weekend of May 16th and 17th from 11 to 6 and be the first in Portland to try the new Starbucks Via Ready Brew. Try this exclusive new instant coffee before anyone else when you tour the brand new homes in the Villebois community during our grand opening. The first 50 guests will receive a free Starbucks gift card. Visit changehowyoullive.com for driving directions and other details about the newest homes in the Villebois Village Center.
Stand by the final cut in 3, 2, 1, cue 'em.
And the final cut begins with news across America tonight as a Florida boater missing for several days is describing his frightening experience. Coast Guard crews found that man yesterday after he set off for a fishing trip on Wednesday and hadn't been seen since. The man told the Coast Guard he ran into trouble when his paddle broke, stranding him in some bushes right along the river. As if being stuck weren't enough, the man, who's a diabetic, had no food or water.
Well, the paddle broke on the way in because the water's only about this deep. Talk about being up the creek without a paddle. I left all my damn food on the dock and my cooler. I didn't even bring bug spray.
Well, despite the scary experience, the man says he plans to go on another fishing trip as soon as he recovers. Police say they have found the body of a University of Georgia professor accused of killing his wife and 2 other people. George Zinkhand disappeared 2 weeks ago. This is filed video of the search for him. Now, investigators say Zinkhand's body was covered by dirt and brush. Now, just last week, crews found his wrecked Jeep in a ravine. Officers believe he shot his wife and 2 men outside a community theater. Investigators are now trying to determine exactly how Zinkhand died.
The final cut heads to Florida now with a case of bullying that went way too far at a middle school. Police arrested 14 boys who are accused of sexually battering another student. Investigators say the boys used a broomstick and hockey stick. For KPTV, Gloria Gomez has the story.
It's an unthinkable crime committed by the most unlikely perpetrators. 4 boys between the ages of 14 and 15 years old are accused of brutally assaulting a 13-year-old boy at school. Investigators say the attack happened at Walker Middle School in Odessa. Detectives say on April 30th, the boys attacked the victim in the school locker room. They say 2 boys held the 13-year-old down, while detectives say the other 2 sexually battered the boy with a broomstick and a hockey stick. It took several days before school officials were even aware there was a problem. After nearly 2 months of being picked on and harassed, detectives say the victim went to school officials. An investigation into bullying was underway when school officials realized they were dealing with something much, much more serious.
On Wednesday morning, when we started talking with the boys, some of the details started to come out. We got the school resource deputy involved immediately, so at that point, law enforcement is involved.
Parents at Walker Middle School were told on Thursday, many expressing disbelief and sorrow.
When I heard about it, it really shocked me, and my heart just goes out to the family and really both all the families involved.
13-year-old Kyle Sneed is a 7th grader at Walker Middle.
It's very shocking to be like somewhere around here because it's not really that bad stuff.
Again, that was Gloria Gomez reporting. To Massachusetts now, where a police officer was confronted by his colleagues. Officer Carlos Burgess is now facing charges in a wide-ranging drug investigation that began last year. The 15-year veteran is one of 17 people indicted in federal court in connection with a marijuana distribution ring. According to the U.S. Attorney's Office, wiretaps of one defendant revealed that Officer Burgess was involved. He is now on unpaid administrative leave.
Parents in Colorado angry about a high school project they say is teaching kids to be terrorists. A woman says her daughter came home the other day saying she had 2 minutes to come up with a plot for an act of terrorism. A teacher assigned the project to more than 100 freshmen. That teacher also says the assignment was meant to illustrate an act of terrorism by a foreign government on American soil. The school district superintendent says students may have misunderstood the assignment.
To ask them to use their creative energies to come up with a plot for an act of terrorism is very ludicrous.
Well, the school district later decided to collect the assignment from students and destroy the papers. Well, police departments across the country are spending more time patrolling social networking sites because of tonight's high-tech threat. Investigators say there is now a growing number of teenagers using the internet for illegal activities like drug dealing. For example, one Phoenix mother says she discovered her son was selling ecstasy through his MySpace page. She reported it to deputies who began a sting operation that netted 10 suspected online drug dealers. Investigators say they had a combined clientele of 500 teens and young adults. MySpace says it has offered assistance with that case.
People in Missouri are starting to assess the damage following a series of powerful storms that killed at least 3 people and left thousands without power. The National Weather Service says it received multiple reports of tornadoes from one end of the state to the other. At least 2 touched down yesterday morning, destroying dozens of buildings and damaging hundreds more. The governor declared a state of emergency. The same systems also swept through Kentucky, killing 2 people and injuring at least 8 others. The victims' bodies were found in a pond near a mobile home community. Officials blame a tornado with winds of 120 miles per hour that touched down yesterday. Some 150 homes were damaged and destroyed. Then today, a line of thunderstorms rolled through the area. Kentucky's governor also declared a state of emergency. Not even the homeless can escape the high price of staying the night in New York City during this economic crisis. The mayor's administration has begun charging rent to families who live in publicly run shelters but have income from jobs. The policy is based on a 1997 state law that was not enforced until last week. Rent amounts vary based on factors that include family size and what shelter is being used, but the price should not exceed 50% of a family's income.
Well, as we brought you at the top of the show, we've learned tonight a Washington state man died from the flu last week. However, it was only reported today. They say the Snohomish County man had an underlying heart condition. However, Costa Rica is now also confirming Central America's first death in the H1N1 outbreak. The country's health minister isn't saying much about the man except that he was 53 years old and died this morning. Meanwhile, the death toll is rising in Mexico. Today, health officials reported 3 more deaths, bringing the total there to 48. Worldwide, there are nearly 3,500 confirmed cases of H1N1. Schools in Mexico, though, preparing to reopen after the H1N1 outbreak shut them down. School workers are now busy cleaning and sanitizing classrooms and supplies. Many of the country's churches, stadiums, and businesses that all closed during the outbreak are also starting to open back up. Well,
the goes local now and catches up with the man set to walk more than 100 miles barefoot while raising money for charity. KPTV's Brent Weisberg is live in News Control with more on this story. Brent.
Andrew Free says he hopes to raise more than $2,000, money that he says will go to a mission trip in South Africa. So to raise that money, Andrew and a friend are walking the distance. They say they're on a trek that started Wednesday, and eventually they'll end up in Lincoln City. He's walking barefoot, and in the process, he is carrying a giant cross to gain attention to his cause. Now, these are some of the pictures of Andrew and his friends have taken during his trek. Tonight, we caught up with them, and they'll tell us what they do in Africa.
But we could be doing like maintenance projects. We could be helping out at homeless shelters, orphanages, children's hospitals. It's basically whatever the need is.
He still has a long trek, but Andrew expects to be in Lincoln City tomorrow morning. Now, if you'd like to track Andrew's progress, we've put up a link at our website. Just go to kptv.com. Reporting live in News Control tonight, Brent Weisberg, the 10 o'clock news.
Well, Hollywood is buzzing tonight about Jimmy Fallon. There's one more thing he can put on his resume now. College graduate. The comedian and talk show host finally got his bachelor's degree in communications 14 years after he left school for showbiz. Fallon graduated from College of St. Rose. He left school 14 years ago with only one semester left.
Well, Donald Trump is set to decide whether Miss California is going to be fired. Pageant officials believe the title's current holder, Carrie Prezan, violated her contract by not telling them she posed topless for pictures a few years ago. Well, Trump is owner of the Miss USA pageant, and last month, Miss California also raised eyebrows by speaking out during the big contest against gay marriage, and that happened during the pageant. And that's Fox 12's Final Cut for tonight.
Still ahead, hate getting cavities. Tooth decay is on the rise, but it doesn't have to happen to you. We've got the simple and easy ways to keep your smile bright and healthy.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
Load up on great bargains. LivePDX.com is selling gift certificates for half price. The latest offers include deals to Portland Children's Museum, Hersey Salon, and Meriwether National Golf Course. These limited half-price hotspot offers will be available May 14th starting at 9 a.m. only at LivePDX.com.
Okay, stay so big.
So big. Why am I standing in a baby crib? Because my parents are trying to recreate my baby pictures. They were on my dad's laptop, which he accidentally dropped into our fish tank. My mom cried until we started doing this.
Let's take a picture with the ducky.
Don't trust your computer. Now all Quest high-speed internet customers get free automatic online backup. Quest high-speed internet from $14.99 a month.
For some, it's hands in the earth, the joy of bringing beauty to life. For others, it's a moment of instant color. Then for others, it's the joy of making the outdoors part of the way you live, part of your home. You'll find what you need at Fred Meyer.
A health discovery that's eluded scientists might have been found by a teenager. What the girl discovered that has doctors buzzing. Coming up on the 10 o'clock news. First, live local.
Cake time.
Yeah, I got it at DQ.
Oh, hey, I'll take it in.
It's okay, honey. I got it.
Come on, baby, just let me help you out.
Well, you can grab the forks.
Give me the cake.
Fine. Here.
Thank you. Go, baby.
Look what I have.
I got the forks.
Get the cake, get the glory. Dairy Queen Mother's Day cakes. Vanilla, fudge crunch, and chocolate.
It's Mad TV's Spring Break.
We're on our way to a wet t-shirt contest.
Where? Mad TV.
Tonight at 11 on Fox 12 Oregon.
Leif's Auto Collision, free loaner vehicles.
JR Furniture Delta Park lost our lease. Wall-to-wall savings of up to 50, 60, even 70% on all floor models. Plus 0% financing is available on thousands of items that must go. The Delta Park lost our lease sellout and soon.
Savvy investors choose Cooney BMW for certified pre-owned cars. Business is strong and they have plenty of money to loan with finance rates as low as 1.9% APR. The Northwest #1 certified pre-owned BMW dealer, Cooney BMW in Beaverton.
The space shuttle Atlantis is ready to go on Monday, but it's not the only shuttle on the launch pad. NASA also prepared the Endeavour to be sent up in case the Atlantis crew runs into a problem. NASA says that crew is going to be working on the Hubble telescope. If the shuttle has a problem, Endeavour can go up in a moment's notice.
Turning to Health Watch now, for the past 40 years, there's been a decrease in the amount of tooth decay in children. That is, until now. New statistics from the Centers for Disease Control say the trend is reversing. KPTV's Deborah Gill shows how you can keep your teeth healthy and bright.
Do you want to go get stickers? Let me see.
By the time children reach second grade, half will have at least one cavity.
See, Jalen is 4, and she had 4 cavities.
Tooth decay in kids has increased by 28% in the past 8 years. Drinking a mixture of unsweetened cranberry juice and water can cut down on cavities. The juice contains a chemical that stops cavity-causing bacteria from sticking to teeth. Just remember, when buying cranberry juice, read the label to make sure there is no added sugar. Kids aren't the only ones that need to pay more attention to their dental health. Studies show gum disease increases your risk of heart disease. Chewing gum is an easy way to keep those pearly whites sparkling. It keeps teeth clean by promoting saliva production.
Saliva is the great protector against cavities.
The enzymes in saliva fight bacteria and neutralize acids that eat at your teeth. A healthier mouth for a brighter smile. Deborah Gill, the 10 o'clock news.
All right, well, certain foods can also help keep your teeth clean. Foods like cheese, peanut butter, nuts, eggs, olives, even dill pickles all neutralize acids in your mouth that will wear down tooth enamel.
A teen scientist is being credited for a discovery that could one day help people with congenital heart disease. The 17-year-old is enrolled in a special science camp at the University of Texas Southwestern Medical School. At the camp, she spent time looking at hundreds of DNA samples of children with congenital heart disease, which is a hole in the heart. Now, she found a genetic mutation that could lead to better testing for unborn babies to see whether they'll have the disease.
I was really excited to be the one that found the first one in this little section because they were going to give up hope on that project.
Researchers at the university hope this discovery will have a big impact on the rest of the medical community.
All right, to news you may hear around the water cooler come Monday. A con man didn't do a very good job trying to con a cell phone distributor. Police in Louisiana say the man forged a cashier's check but misspelled the word cashier on it. Only the company sent 50 phones before noticing the error, so they then called the FBI phone number linked to the mailing check's address. When the FedEx truck pulled up with the delivery, the suspect waved the truck over to him. Shortly thereafter, agents rushed in and arrested him.
Oops.
Yeah, whoops.
All right, Steph's back with one last look of that 7-day forecast.
Pretty good looking Mother's Day. Temperatures are still going to be warm. We'll see highs in the mid-70s, low to mid-70s, and then rain arrives late tomorrow night.
All right, thank you, Steph, and thanks for joining us tonight.
That's right. Don't forget Good Day Oregon first thing tomorrow morning, and we will see you right back here come tomorrow night. Have a good rest of your Saturday.
Good night.
Popular beach resort in Mexico, where a local woman says she was brutally raped. Only Fox 12 travels back with her in her ongoing fight to catch the suspect. Tuesday at 10. Fox 12 News is now available on your iPhone. Download the free application in the Apple iTunes Store. Fox 12, your only local choice for breaking news, weather, and traffic on your iPhone.
Are you feeling alone? I'm feeling something, and it ain't no car loan.
Feel like you can't get a loan? Dick Says Yes, home of the original yes, introduces the Auto Loan Guarantee Program. At Dick Says Yes, we will get you approved guaranteed, or we will give you $100 cash.
I get paid in cash each week, and I got approved.
I'm self-employed, and we got a great van from Dick Says Yes.
Let Dick Says Yes get you approved for a Dick Hanna used car today.
Right now, Color Tile is overstocked on all our green, environmentally friendly carpets and floors made from recyclable products. That means you'll find everything's up to 20, 30, 40, even 50% off everywhere you look. Carpet, hardwoods, laminate, ceramic tile, vinyl, stone, and granite. And Color Tile gives you free installation on all special order carpets. Plus, great financing too. No payments and no interest for 1 full year. Color Tile's overstock liquidation sale is in its final days in Portland and Salem. Hurry, it's your first step to a beautiful room right now.
To enjoy the benefits of digital TV, you'll still need an antenna to watch your favorite shows, free, over the air. There are several types of antennas out there. The one you're using right now may be just fine. However, if your antenna does not pick up the digital broadcast, which is available right now, then you'll need to make some changes. For more information on using your antenna in the switch to digital TV, log on to our website.
In the future, you'll be able to erase wrinkles with a revolutionary patch you wear for only 20 minutes. The future is now. Introducing Wrinkle-Free Eyes. New microcharged patches deliver retinol deeper than ever before possible. Clinically proven to reduce wrinkles up to 85% in only 20 minutes. Wrinkle-Free Eyes microcharged patches from University Medical.
Furniture Outlet, the friendly and fun place to save.
Furniture Outlet has your favorite brands like Ashley, Broyhill, Lane, and Serta, all at outlet prices.
It's time again for our...
Listen, I have told you... Oh, you see what you make me do? You see what I do? Because of you? Listen, well, I'm not hurting you. Knock it off, okay?
Someone should do something.
How much I'm hurting you, okay? How about that, huh? Is that right?
You never see that happen.
It's because it doesn't. If you see abuse or neglect, learn what you can do at BeHumane.org.
Miss an episode of your favorite CBS show?
Not in the business of letting killers go.
Catch up on CoinLocal6.com. Prime time, daytime.
Oh my God.
Plus specials and TV classics only on CoinLocal6.com.
Become a Coin Local 6 weather kid and have a chance to be on TV. Just have mom or dad sign you up by clicking on Weather Kids at CoinLocal6.com.